I'm Charles Porter, or the Shredder as they call me. As on the skateboard, I tend to rip it up.
Can you please tell us some of the normal skating lingo that you dabble in?
Standing, rolling, crouching, and eating gravel. I'm originally from Coffs Harbour, but I moved down to Wagga not too long ago as a part of my dream to become a world skater. Here we are. It's where all the shredding happens.
So do you play guitar, Mr. Shredder?
Oh, I dabble.
Can you bust us a tune?
Oh, I'll give it a go. Back in 2012, I was invited to compete at the Winter X Games alongside Tony Hawk, Jay Adams and Bam Margera. As soon as I heard the news, I had to get into training. Everything in my life ramped up. I went from 3 hours of skating a day to 4. I started eating 8 Weet-Bix a day instead of 6. Even the volume on my radio went from 10 to 15. It was full on. As part of my new training, a mate told me that swimming would help me get really fit for the event. I didn't have much money left over from the extra Weet-Bix and couldn't really afford to go to the Wagga Aquatic Centre, so I trained down at Wagga Beach. While the beach didn't have a 10-lane, 25-metre heated indoor swimming pool, it did have a nice lookout for checking out some babes. On the day of the Winter X Games, during a really intensive swim sesh, I was caught unawares. No one saw it coming. It was a perfect storm and I was in the middle of it. The 5 o'clock wave. Despite all my efforts, I was swept down the river along with all my hope and dreams of ever becoming a professional skater. For 3 days I was dragged down the Murrumbidgee River, surviving on reeds and small twigs, until I emerged in Narrandera, from where I had to hitchhike back to Wagga. Wish ready to go? At the time I was really angry for missing the Wagga X Games, but looking back, I'm kind of glad I did. While I didn't really skateboard as much as I used to, I've taken on swimming as an amateur athlete and hope to turn pro by the end of the year.
Is your swimming your passion and pride?
Definitely, yeah. I can't feel anything. After being swept down the beach there at Wagga, I just fell in love with swimming, you know.
How's the water, Mr. Shredder?
It's wet.
Are normal conditions like this at Wagga Beach?
I've got a headache. It's not often you get a brain freeze from a swim, but I got one.
Alright, Mr. Shredder, sir, what are we having?
Soft serve. You know how it is.
Is a soft serve part of your normal healthy diet?
No, I like to treat myself after a swim.
And you have 7 swims a day, so is that 7 soft serves?
Yes. So I guess you could say it's part of my regular diet.
I'll let you enjoy it then.
Cheers.
Is it cold like Wagga Beach?
No, that's cold.
Now, Mr. Shredder, sir, have you heard of the English cereal called Shredders?
What?
There is a cereal in England called Shredders.
Well, let's go.